Hello once again, gamers. Nick X with more Final Fantasy XIV goodness. Alongside me, as always, is the ever lovely Enigma Zero.
Hello.
Also in the chat for also in the chat with us is Quackaroony, but he's kind of indisposed at the moment, so we don't know where exactly he is. But anyways, tonight we are doing the level 15 rogue quest. Enigma and I just hit level 15, level 16 on our rogues just tonight, so we are going to get right down to it and get down to the nitty gritty. Now, when we last left off in the Path of the Rogue storyline, we learned a little bit more about the code and what it means to uphold it, which led to Jack getting strung up all over a sandwich. But anyway, we're going to get right down to it and do the level 15 quest, Stifled Screams. Ah, Tal. Just the cove I was hoping to see. We've got some nasty trouble brewing. The client's on his way, so sit back and pay attention. I'm calling Underfoot and the Stray in on this as well. It'll be a right little rogue family reunion. Jack, the client's arrived. Our guest here has come from Maelstrom Command, with confidential orders direct from the Admiral herself. So you know this won't be a simple job. I'm afraid your guildmaster speaks truly. 'Twas several days ago when an emancipated man stumbled into one of our camps seeking aid. Upon questioning this poor fellow, we discovered that he had narrowly escaped a life of slavery. He claimed that pirates had raided his village, abducting him and many others to sell on a black market auction block. We dispatched a patrol to confirm the tale, and found the village almost completely destroyed. 'Twas a meager settlement without so much as a guardhouse. Thus did its unkind fate escape our notice until now. You'd think these pirates never heard of the code. Pillaging honest cause and dipping their wicks in slave trade. They're headed the right way for a good stabbing. Aye. Though it ain't set down in so many wids, the code's notoriously unforgiving against those as raise weapons against the weak. After all, the first pirates in these parts were culls what was fleeing oppression in the northern seas. Ignore your history, and you risk becoming what it was you hated most. So, you have a mark for us then? That we do. From the descriptions given to us by the escaped villager, we've determined that these lawbreakers are members of the Jolly Merchants, a pirate crew in possession of an official privateering license. 'Twould appear, however, that privateering has been naught but a screen behind to which to hide their illicit activities. One can only imagine how many other Lamenton citizens have fallen prey to these wicked slavers. And we've let it happen right under our very noses. Naturally, the Admiral desires a swift resolution to this ignominy, but merely tracking down those poor souls who have already been sold is proving heavily taxing to our allocated resources. We could throw more soldiers at the problem, but that runs the risk of drawing the small folks' attention and inciting undue panic. Thus do we come to the Rogues Guild for help. We ask that you eliminate the Jolly Merchants and liberate the villages presently in their custody, and that you do so with the utmost discretion. Consider it done. When those nasty coves will feel our short blades pricking into their backs, they'll enjoy but a brief moment of regret before the code is rightly enforced. Alright, let's get to work. I'll be going after the jolly merchants myself. Underfoot, Vikebi, you two lend your skills to the Maelstrom's investigation and see what you can whittle about the culls what have already been sold. Tal, you're coming with me. I think you're ready for the next step in your education. Alright, let's talk to Jack. Shall we get after these slaving cutthroats then? Our client tells me that the jolly merchantmen set sail from Airport a few bells ago. Oh aye, they might even board an Imperial ship or two, but that's just some mummery they're putting on to amuse the Admiral's swads. I reckon the rest of the crew would be back on land, looking to snap the shackles on a fresh herd of chattel. And just to prove me theory right, one of them jolly bastards got himself spotted creeping about the Roughmans in Lower Lenosha. There's a Bene Cove over at the Morby dry box by the name of Swazvint that will likely know the full story. He's more of a shipwright than a rogue these days, but he keeps his gazes keen for the guild. Head over and have yourself a prattle, and I'll join you soon like. Alright, we're off to the Morby dry docks. We need a good hearty mount. Hey, she pulled up right behind me. Alright, if I remember right, he's somewhere over here. Yep, somewhere up on the wall, I think.
Appears that way.
Yep. Alright, let's speak to him. Aye, I know what you are. What can old Swartzen do for you? Hunting down jolly merchant slavers. Ah, well, that explains a few things. I was keeping an eye on the bustle about the dry docks, you see, when I spied an odd trio off in the distance. This rough-looking sod, one of your pirates, I'd wager, was prodding along another broke in its poor skinny lass. I've seen whipped curs less miserable than the two being herded. Last I saw, they were headed south. If what you're saying about this slavery business is true, then that jolly merchant's not going to walk his charges all the way to the market. No, he likely has a boat waiting for him. And if I were a slaver headed south, my vessel would be hitting somewhere along the South Strand. That doesn't leave you much time. You said Jack was on his way, yes? You'd best go on ahead, and I'll point him in the right direction when he gets here. Alright, let's ride. The Salt Strand, so we're headed out. We're gonna head out the southern gate instead of the western gate. At least we geared ourselves up before this, huh?
Yeah. So we're not running around looking like freaking
bondage slaves. Hey, I'm into bondage. I'm not a slave, though.
Bondage is fun.
Yeah, I haven't tried tying someone up yet, but I've been practicing knots and whatnot. But, anyways, back to the. Swartzen came through for us, eh? Now, what do we got here? This one looks a charmer. Sudden move, I told you! The peg-leg grandma hobbles quicker than you miserable sacks of shite! Or maybe you need another thrashing, is that it? You've already forgot what happens when you try me generous patience? I'm sorry. Please, no more beatings. We walked as fast as we could, but we need food, water. Then get in the boat and shut your traps. You'll get fed when we reach the other side. The other side? Where are you taking us? Are you challenging me or just plain daft? I told you to keep your blatant mouth shut! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Leviathan's scaly arse, she's weeping again. Listen, we're headed to Aleport, alright? That's where me and me shipmates gather to take stock of the merchandise and decide what gets sold where. You see, some buyers want only lads, while others is looking for lasses. As long as we keep these rich bastards happy, we make more coin than we ever did scrapping with the Empire's war galleys. Not that you'd care about that, I suppose. What matters to you is that you'll be loaded onto the Jolly Merchantman, sailed off to God's knows where, and Limsa will be a distant memory. So if I was you, I'd fill that empty belly with one last big gobful of sweet lamentin sea breeze. I'm more tempted to put a blade twixt his eyes here and now, but that won't get the job done. No. We'll let him guide us to his mates in Aleport. Then we'll mill the whole bloody lot of them. The Jolly Merchants will get there too. Don't you worry about that. They've gone. We'd best hurry to Aleport. And I see a quicker way. There's a ferry what leads from Candlekeep Quay. I'll meet you at across the water, lad. I mean, we could teleport, but I'm not going to. We're going to take Candlekeep Quay because we're smart and we're not going to waste gil. Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
You almost forgot me? How dare. I see how it is.
I'm sorry. I thought you were already on.
Left me.
I wouldn't have left you. Where would I be without my Lalafell shadow?
Probably off crying in a corner in the darkness of a pub.
Who knows? Alright. 40 gil as opposed to whatever we would have had to pay. Seems pretty damn good. Alright, let's do this.
Oh yeah.
I'm just waiting for you. Okay, here we go. Carl, that Jolly Merchant Cove's still with his captives. Seems they've taken a room under an alias. Hiding that operation in plain sight. Bold as brass, aye. But it's an old slaver's trick. See, even if some cult recognizes the merchandise, only a single handler gets boned. The rest of the crew just whistles, all innocent-like, while their mate is marched off to cry cockles. And you can bet they've threatened bloody murder for any prisoner what raises a hue and cry. Patience now, court. We'll just wait until we're sure that all these blackguards have arrived. Meanwhile, you'd better sharpen your stabbers. We've a busy night ahead of us. Alright, this is where we part ways. Whoops. At least for now. Alright, here we go. Ready for the job then? Once the Jolly Merchants are all here, we'll ambush the sods and set their captives free. Sounds good to me. That ought to be long enough. We'll just have to hope there aren't any stragglers. Listen closely now, Colt. The merchants have disguised as plain old adventurers and have settled themselves in 3 separate rooms here in the airport. How do we whittle which coves are the merchants? Easy. Take a look at the daddles of that bingle swilling cull over yonder. Can never speak right. He's wearing lavender gloves. The exact same type what that nasty sod at the Salt Strand had on. That'll be how they find each other in a crowd. Of course, it's also how I whittled where each of the bastards was staying. Just snooch the hopeless gauges of the company they keep, and you can be sure you found your mark. So here's the job all laid out for you. We hit all 3 common rooms, mill the merchants quick and dirty like, and get those captives their bleeding lives back. Alright? Oi! The storeroom's door's been forced open! Some thieving sod's been at the ale! Well, they can't have gotten far. Better get the lads and do a sweep of the port. Ugh. Was that merchant coat of gulping pilfered ale? You'd think they'd be doing their best not to draw attention to themselves, all things considered. Bloody oafs. And now we got a swarm of yellow jackets buzzing about, looking for blood. They spawned us wandering around the Darkmans. I have a feeling they'll act first and ask questions later. It'd be best then if the patrols never even knew we was here. We'll slip as sneaky as we can into each of the common rooms and use them telltale lavender gloves to identify our marks. There's innocent culls in there as well, mind. So let's try not to stab any as don't deserve it, eh? Once you're sure of your target, hit 'em hard and fast. We ain't looking for a fair fight. If you see and open 'em, finish 'em off with that move what the cults like to call assassinate. Bit dramatic for my taste, but dead is dead no matter what you name it. I'm thinking we should head out one at a time to better avoid them yellow jackets. So I'll let you take the lead. After you, Tal. Alright, let's do this. Our mark's behind the doors up ahead. Don't let them yellow jackets see you.
Sneaking.
No purple gloves here. You find one?
Yeah, I found it in the first door.
In the first door?
Yeah, he was on the bed.
Oh.
Behind the,
Oh, I forgot about that one. Good thing they give us 26 minutes, a half hour to frickin' figure it out.
Yeah. Fuck. Yep. I done fucked up. Sorry, dude. I didn't mean to, like, run out the door without sneaking first. I forgot.
Alright. There's one. In retrospect, I should have used sprint first before using... Alright, I know the second door has nothing, I don't believe.
The second door for me had something.
Oh, I see.
Oops.
What?
I started running before this guy's bindings were done.
Alright, now to find the third and fourth inns. There it is.
Not you, not you, not you, not you, not you. There you be.
And good night.
What time do you want up? Okay.
Alright, we got them all. That looks to be the last of them, and you didn't even need my help. Back into the shadows, lad. Hands off the merchandise, and no one cuts into your profits. Gah! Where'd these coves spring from? Get the stabbing towel! Bar fight.
Shoot. I was not expecting like 5 more people.
Every time you kill one, 5 more show up.
What? I don't care, you can turn it off. Shoot.
Duty complete.
Haha, you said duty.
You always say that. Alright, let's speak with... Are you already in the cutscene or what?
I just finished my duty completion, so not yet.
I'll wait. I need some water anyway.
Well, I'm in there now when you get a moment.
Not a bad night's work, eh, Tal? Now, Maelstrom will be taking care of them poor culls we freed, and I've made sure none of the merchants we downed are like to get up again. As for the jolly merchantman, well, her crew can expect a visit from the Admiral's finest galleys, and it won't be for tea and crumpets on the Pope deck. Right, me natty lad. Our part in this is done. Time to head back to the sisters.
Excuse me. Are you the ones who freed us?
Aye. Was there something else we could do for you, miss? The Maelstrom swads will take you home, if that's what you're worried about.
Oh, no, I know. I just wanted to... Thank you. If I may, there was one other thing I wish to tell you. Moments before you rescued me, that dreadful pirate was muttering into his cups. 'Twas something about another raiding party that hadn't yet made it back.
I beg your pardon?
It seems they'd been hunting for slaves in western Lenosha, and being so close to Aleport, our captors assumed they were out rounding up chattel until the last bell. I just couldn't bear the thought of anyone else suffering as I have. Please, is there naught you can do?
There certainly is, miss. You just get yourself safely home, and leave the stray pack of jackals to us.
I will pray for your success. Thank you again.
So much for savouring a victory pint. I'll send word of this development to Underfoot in the Stray. We've some well-earned trade for the last of these jolly merchants. By the by, how's your throwing arm, Tal? I think it's time I learned you how to fling a proper blade. When you're out in the wide open roughlands, you often find the need to sting a cove from a distance. And I'm sure a canny lad like yourself will figure all sorts of uses for a well-thrown dagger. Just keep in mind for when we hunt down the rest of them slavers. Well, we've learned throwing dagger. And it's one of my favorites because we use it all the time. Alright, but we're not done here because we've got another level 15 quest to do. And that, dear friends, is the level 15 quest Slave to the Code. Shall we get on with it? You ready, CC?
Yes.
Alright, let's do it. Those last few jolly merchant bastards must be camped out somewhere in western Lenosha. Now, if I was a black-blooded gill-grubbing slaver, where would I be hiding? There's naught to the west but the Sahagan pools. Even those bollocks for brains pirates will know better than the trespass on fishback territory. And they won't want a chance running into patrols near Aleport. So that just leaves us east. The flock? Aye. They'll likely be nestled down in the ruins out there amongst the dodos. That's where we'll try to pick up their trail. You head over and snilch the place while I send word to the sisters in the maelstrom. Alright, let's ride.
Oh, right. I'm not in your party.
Oh, whoops.
I was like, wait, why can't I click on the pillion option? Oh, it's not there. There we go.
What, you have to be friends with some... You gotta be in a party with someone to ride? That's ridiculous. Yep. Used to be I didn't need that.
Huh. I wonder when they changed it then. Maybe they were getting complaints of people hopping on and abusing others for joy rides or something.
Eh. Oh, I'm stuck on a fence. I thought it was weird. Alright, there it is. And another, Alright, let's clear out the area and then leave the party. Or...
Oh, excuse me.
Or there's no need because somebody's already cleared it out for us. Alright. You ready?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Thank you for freeing us. We've been tied up here since those awful pirates snatched us from our beds.
Those are some interesting looking dodos you've got there, Taro. No sign of the merchants though, eh?
Their leader mentioned heading over to Aleport. He said something about there being no signal, and that was a signal that something was wrong. They just left us hobbled here like lambs for the market. One of them japed about keeping the meat unsullied in case there was trouble. Pray, let us flee this place before they return.
And who are you to just sidle in and let loose our odd one prizes? Hmm? Oh, wrong voice. Again. 'Twas the damnedest thing. We'd half a crew lodging in Aleport, and not a one of 'em survived the night. Done in by a couple of sneaky curs what favor the short blades, they say. I'm supposing that was you two. Seems you've a bone to pick with our choice of trade. Aye. I can't say I've much use for slavers, except as a place to bury me knives. Oh, and I wouldn't bother yourself with waiting on your ship to come back neither. The jolly merchants are done for. You might have the right of it, lad. But then you wouldn't know the kind of coin these earthy slaves like them ones will bring us. I'll have a new ship and a new crew afore a single moon has passed. Yeah, that chattel! You're each worth a shining bloody fortune. And you've me to thank for helping you learn your true worth. Ignore this bleating sod. In fact, why don't you step back a ways? These coves are about to learn the consequences of breaking the code, and discussion is like to get messy. Did you not think we'd come for you? You can try to stifle your victim's screams in the Darklands, but the shadows are always listening. I like me slaves with a bit of fight. You'll fetch a grand price on the block. Store your wit and draw your steel. Always more of them.
Oh god, they brought dodos with them.
Yep. These birds move slow, but they've a nasty peck. Keep your distance and skewer them from afar. Aye, throw your bloody daggers at them, lad. Jesus, 4 more of them? Ugh, more turtles? Thought they were slavers, not bleeding farmers. Stay calm now, lad. Take them one at a time. Damn it, I'm out of TP. Underfoot is here to get underfoot. You're not the only ones with reinforcements. You coves took your sweet time. Let's mop this up already.
Who the hell just healed? Oh my god, there are so many fucking birds.
Not anymore.
Oh god, I'm at a TP and I'm almost dead.
I made
Oh,
it.
thank you, what's your name?
I made it. How about you?
I've got 2 more birds to kill. Nope, I'm done.
You're dead?
I'm done.
Oh, you're done.
I almost died.
Thank you. I shudder to think what horrid fate awaited us had you not helped us to escape. I knew someone would come. You're just like the heroes in those stories. They always arrive at the perfect time and triumph over the villains. Do you think I could be a hero like you? I know I could be brave and strong too. I just know it.
You don't want to be like me, lad. Listen now. Me and the coves there, we're the ones what the scary folk are afraid of. And that's because we keep the rules of for the world they live in. We don't much care if you shirk your chores or get into fights. But if you ever break the code and betray your mates, then that's when we'll come after you. No matter how far you run or how well you hide. What a terrible thing to say to a kid! Live your life like the hero you want to be, though. And you'll never need worry about that.
Or he could just be like, hey, follow the example set by our little friend here.
Aye. You two can stubble it and all.
I assume you are the citizens who are abducted by the Jolly Merchants? I am Captain Milala of the Yellow Jackets. Maelstrom Command has entrusted me with conducting you to safety.
It's all right, lad. These folk will take care of you. Go on. You'd best not get left behind. What's there aught else, Captain? Word on a new job?
A job? From me? For you? How patently absurd! Why, I'd rather hire a sewer rat to mind my larder. Was it doing one of your jobs that you turned Aleport into a slaughterhouse? What dark age is this that we must employ assassins to enforce the law? It is this continued dalliance with underworld miscreants such as you that prevents Lim Salaminsa from ever fully expunging the stain of piratical infection. Look at those weapons you bear. A civilized person uses such implements to carve meat or peel fruit, and leaves them at the table where they belong. Do you perhaps clench them twixt your teeth as you swing over rails like the pirates you hunt? Our fair city has no place for those who refuse to abandon the brutish ways of the past. The only champions of justice this nation requires are the valiant and forthright soldiers of the Yellow Jackets. Jack, what the bloody hell does this cull want with us?
I've not the foggiest idea, love. Just smile and nod.
I've not come here to be patronized. I've come to put a decisive edge and to piracy in all its forms. Consider this visit a gauntlet thrown at the collective feet of the Rogues Guild. Heed well my words. Just before dawn this very morn, a maelstrom vessel stocked with provisions was boarded and looted by pirates. Much of the cargo was stolen, and that is vexing indeed. But it is the theft of 3 items in particular, 3 unique treasures of nigh incalculable worth, that most distresses my martial colleagues. As for the brigands, they made well their escape, disappearing into the dawn's mist along with their precious plunder.
A rum tale. What's it to do with us?
I challenge you. A contest to reclaim these stolen treasures. Should my Yellow Jackets and I succeed in retrieving the greater share, I shall formally propose the abolition of the Rogues Guild. Upon review of our achievements, the Admiral will certainly concede that your unscrupulous institution has outlived its usefulness.
Ah, blow it out your wattle. I've better days to spend me time.
Oh, do you now? This incident constitutes a theft against the nation of Limsa. Does that not violate your beloved code? If I'm not mistaken, you've no choice but to rise to the occasion. Unless, of course, you mean to slink back into your hole and abandon the fundamental precepts of your duty.
All right, you screeching shrew. You made your bloody point. And you'll be sorry that you did. I promise you that.
Your paltry promises amount to naught in the fates of my conviction. I shall not rest until Limsa is free of every last buccaneer, scoundrel, and shadow-dwelling ne'er-do-well.
I love Lalafels and everything, but she is ugly.
So basically what she's suggesting is to throw out everyone but her yellow jackets and build a giant wall around Limsa Lominsa so no one can come in or leave because everyone else is a shadow never-do-gooder.
Yeah. What now, Jack? For right now, we head back to the sisters. Alright, we'll just do as it says. To the lower decks. And I think Enigma's lagging. Or something.
Yeah, my game's taking forever to load.
Fair enough.
Probably because I have so much open on my computer at the moment. Even my actual computer is laggy.
Huh.
Oh, hi.
Alright. I didn't want to use an Aetheryte ticket, but I did it anyway. Wow, she is typing up a storm today, ladies and gents.
Why did that... Okay, we're good.
Oh, whoops, I forgot we weren't in a party.
Yeah, you left before I could say anything.
Alright, I'll wait for you at the Fisherman's Guild.
Yep, I'm waiting for my freaking game to load again.
Close out of some of the unimportant crap.
Actually, I can close out of that. And these windows can go back into, let's see. That can go. Leave. Can bring this back into here. And I can bring this one back into here.
You ever notice that you can just run through the Ethernet shards?
Yeah.
I have a feeling that in like a future storyline, these are going to be ineffective.
Probably.
Just like they did in 1.0 apparently. Alright, back to invite the party. let's speak to Jack. For we last that Milala's got some bollocks. It seems she's well done with aught what whiffs of pirate stock. I don't take kindly to Cole's pulling me strings, but the shrew is right. The code's been broken, and we've a job to do. From the sounds of it, though, them coves knew what they were about when they cloyed them treasures. I'll need ye at your best. It's time ye learn the art of mugging. Rough up a cull in just the right way, and they'll give up more than what you get if you just plain knocked him on his arse. Me and the lads will be busy whittling the story on them bitten baubles, so you're free to head out and sharpen your skill. Might even be as you'll pick at some extra blunt while you're at it, eh? Yeah, maybe. But until then, we've completed the level 15 quest and earned the skill Mug. And with that, we've completed yet another path of the... Oh, man, I'm tired. We've completed yet another path of the Rogue. When we return next time, we will be doing the level 20 quest Grinners in the Mist. But until then, that's it for this episode of Kruznik's Purgatory. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the show. A special thank you to, as always, Enigma Zero for joining us.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure.
And, but as always, if you're watching this on twitch.tv/KruznikX or live at PlayStation and you like this video, feel free to hit the follow button and be sure to turn on notifications so you're informed of all of my live streams. If you're watching this on KruznikX, on youtube.com/KruznikXTTV and you like this video, feel free to hit the like button below, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel by clicking here, click here to watch more by me, click here to watch the next Path of the Rogue, and click here to watch the previous episode. Until next time, KruznikX, signing out.